Every February 14th, the world is swept up in a whirlwind of hearts, flowers, and chocolates. Valentine's Day, a day dedicated to love and romance, is celebrated globally. But have you ever stopped to wonder about the origins of this heart-filled holiday? The story of Valentine's Day is a surprisingly winding one. It's a tale that takes us from ancient Roman rituals to the romantic verses of medieval poets. Valentine's Day isn't your typical holiday. It's not tied to a specific religion or a historical event. Instead, it's a fascinating blend of ancient traditions and cultural influences. It's a day that has evolved over centuries, shaped by the changing perceptions of love and romance. The roots of Valentine's Day can be traced back to the ancient Roman festival of Lupercalia. This festival, celebrated on February 15th, was dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture and fertility. Lupercalia was a time for celebration, sacrifice, and some rather unusual rituals. These rituals, as we'll soon discover, were a far cry from the romantic gestures we associate with Valentine's Day today. Imagine a time of ancient rituals and pagan beliefs. This was the world of the Roman Empire, a world where the line between reality and mythology was often blurred. In this world, the festival of Lupercalia held significant importance. It was a time to appease the gods and ensure fertility and prosperity for the coming year. The celebrations began with the sacrifice of goats and a dog, animals believed to represent fertility and purification. The hides of these sacrificed animals were then used in a rather peculiar ritual. Young men, stripped to their waists, would run through the streets, whipping bystanders with the animal hides. Young women would actually line up to be whipped. They believed that the touch of the hides would bring them fertility and easy childbirth. This belief highlights the importance placed on fertility in ancient Roman society. It was seen as essential for the continuation of the family line and the prosperity of the empire. Lupercalia was also a time for matchmaking. During the festival, young men would draw the names of women from a jar. These pairings, chosen by chance, would often lead to courtship and marriage. This element of chance and destiny adds an interesting layer to the festival. It suggests that love and relationships were seen as something ordained by fate, a theme that would echo through the ages. As Christianity spread throughout the Roman Empire, there was a move to assimilate pagan festivals into the new faith. Lupercalia, with its focus on fertility and matchmaking, presented a bit of a challenge. This is where the story of Saint Valentine enters the picture. Now, the historical details surrounding Saint Valentine are shrouded in mystery. In fact, there may have been multiple Saint Valentines who lived during the 3rd century AD. One of the most enduring legends is that of a Roman priest named Valentine who defied the orders of Emperor Claudius II. Emperor Claudius II, believing that unmarried men made better soldiers, had banned marriages for young men. Valentine, seeing the injustice of this decree, continued to perform secret marriages for young lovers. This act of defiance ultimately led to his imprisonment and execution. Another legend tells of Valentine healing the blind daughter of his jailer, leaving her a farewell note signed, "Your Valentine." This story, whether true or embellished over time, adds a touch of romance to the narrative of Saint Valentine. It links him to themes of love, compassion, and sacrifice. Section 4. Love blossoms in the Middle Ages. The connection between Saint Valentine and romantic love truly blossomed in the Middle Ages. This was largely thanks to the influence of Geoffrey Chaucer, the renowned English poet. In his poem Parliament of Fowls, Chaucer links Valentine's Day with the tradition of courtly love. Chaucer writes, "For this was on Saint Valentine's Day, when every fowl cometh there to cheese his make." These lines suggest that Valentine's Day was a time when birds chose their mates, a romantic notion that captured the imagination of medieval society. Courtly love, a highly idealized and ritualized form of love celebrated in medieval literature and art, had a profound impact on the development of Valentine's Day. It emphasized chivalry, romance, and the pursuit of love as a noble and transformative experience. The exchange of love letters, a central element of courtly love, became associated with Valentine's Day. These letters, often filled with poetic verses and declarations of affection, were treasured expressions of love and devotion. Section 5. From whispered words to mass-produced cards. As the centuries passed, the tradition of exchanging Valentine's messages continued to evolve. Handmade cards, often adorned with intricate designs and heartfelt messages, became increasingly popular. The invention of the printing press in the 15th century revolutionized communication. With the printing press, it became possible to produce books and pamphlets on a mass scale. This technological advancement had a significant impact on Valentine's Day traditions. Printed Valentine's cards, known as vinegar Valentines, emerged, often featuring humorous or even insulting messages. The Industrial Revolution further fueled the commercialization of Valentine's Day. Mass production made it possible to create and distribute a wide range of Valentine's Day gifts. Chocolates, flowers, and other tokens of affection became synonymous with the holiday. Section 6. Valentine's Day, a modern celebration of love. Today, Valentine's Day is a global phenomenon, celebrated with a blend of ancient traditions and modern commercialism. While some may criticize the holiday's commercial aspects, it's important to remember the essence of Valentine's Day, a celebration of love, connection, and the special people in our lives. Whether we choose to celebrate with grand gestures or simple acts of kindness, Valentine's Day offers an opportunity to express our affection and appreciation for those who matter most. It's a day to celebrate the many forms of love, from romantic partnerships to the bonds of family and friendship. So, as you pen a heartfelt message, share a box of chocolates, or simply spend quality time with loved ones, remember the long and winding journey of Valentine's Day. It's a story that reminds us that love, in all its forms, has the power to transcend time, culture, and even the occasional commercial frenzy.